this video, I'm going to be going over my problems with the Rift update. First of all, the Tiny Dancer Talisman. This is basically just Melody's Harp 2.0, one tiny mess up and you're done. And if you're on high ping, this becomes 2 to 3 times more difficult. I only spent 30 minutes trying to do this, but that was enough to make me want to die. The second thing is Odonatas. To be honest, I didn't have the worst time with them, but the fact that people were leeching them, mixed with the fact that the range to collect them is so small, made this an annoying experience for many players. The third thing is that the Rift does not have an accessory bag. This means you're clogging your inventory with Talisman. As well as this, the Rift storage is not big enough. I like to keep a clean inventory, so this can be really irritating. This fourth thing covers a lot of different things within the Vampire Slayer that can be a bit annoying. First of all, why does it randomly take 15 blocks of knockback? As well as that, the clotting phase can block your ability to break the pillar, which, by not completing, insta-kills you. I also don't really understand the tier 5 Vampire Slayer boss. I don't hate the boss itself, it just doesn't make sense that it only gives 30 XP more than the tier 4s and only gives 1 extra drop. This doesn't make sense due to the difficulty of completing a boss. If you want to grind XP or consistently gain Coven Seals, tier 4s are a way more reliable method. The fifth thing is the Dreadfarm, otherwise known as the Garden 2.0. I don't hate the Berberus, but the Agaricus and Caducus are unbelievably boring. The Agaricus caps, which are the mushrooms, are basically impossible to grind with lag due to the small time window to actually mine the crop. It takes 200 to max the collection, which is extremely boring. The sixth thing is the actual main objective of the Rift, which is to obtain and upgrade the necklace. We were told it was the best on SkyBlock, but this is far from the truth. The necklace has almost no real usage, that's because it doesn't have any attributes. If you want to do Slayers, you want to have as high combat wisdom as possible, and this necklace gives nowhere near as much as say a magma necklace with attributes. Sure, it gives good magic find, but only 2 more than equipment with attributes, so if you want to do Slayers, just use Vitality or Magic Find plus veteran equipment. If you want to use a mana setup, you want to have high mana regeneration and or high mana pool on your equipment. If you want to do anything really in the Crimson Elves that isn't mana related, you are often going to use the Vanquish set for its full set ability of dealing plus 10% damage and taking 10% less damage. Overall, it doesn't really make sense to advertise this equipment as the best on the server when it isn't even close. If it at some point receives attributes, then yes, this would be well worth the effort and it would become the best on the server. My seventh and final thing is the side quests on the Rift. Tasks like the Reverse Murder serve zero purpose as the item you're given, which is an upgrade to the Leech Sword, is not a requirement in crafting the next tier of weapon. These tasks give 0 SkyBlock XP, giving no reason to complete all the tasks in the Rift guide. In my opinion, these quests should all give 5 XP in the story area of the SkyBlock XP. As well as this, Enigma Souls should also be added as a SkyBlock XP task, giving 5 XP per Enigma Soul. There are a few slightly annoying but easy grinds such as the Living Metal Hearts and Half-Eaten Carrots, but for the most part they're fine. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you have any other issues with the Rift, be sure to put them in the comments.